What's up guys, it's Game here, and today I have Mass Effect Andromeda part number 1 coming at you. I said to start the series a while ago, but it's been a while getting it out. And if you guys are seeing these YouTube videos coming out later, and like they've been a while from the last ones, that's because I've been working a lot, so I haven't gotten a chance to really upload them, and it takes quite a while to get them uploaded and all that. Well, with that being said, guys, a little disclaimer before we start this. This is not the beginning of this game, because I did play the first like hour or so of this game before I started recording it, so my bad on that, but I wasn't sure if I was going to record at the time, so that's why. But in case you're wondering how my reaction went to that first hour, it was kind of like, what? Awesome! Who are they? Why are they shooting at me? No! He will be avenged! Who's he? So that's basically my sum up of my reactions there. But with all that being said, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. And here we go. We're gonna click resume. And don't forget, guys, Games Armada, let me know what you guys want to see in the future for games, okay? Like, for example, I want to get the Tomb Raider collection, both games, right? I want to get both Tomb Raiders. Would you guys be interested in seeing that, or not? Like, because I've never played them, so... I know there's a billion people who have already, but I've never played them. As we wait for this really long loading screen.
Okay, Ryder. The captain just called me Pathfinder. This is really happening.
Just take a deep breath.
I still can't believe Dad's dead. This should have been his moment.
Yeah, man.
It's yours. You just need to decide what you're gonna do with it.
Who's talking to me?
Start.
Where is she?
Just not sure I'm ready.
Who's talking to me? Oh.
Well, we survived that.
Right.
So, guys.
Always keep a jump jet handy.
Alright, let's head over here. I hope I'm going the right way. Why are we on a run? We're on our ship. We can walk. There's no need to run. Okay, through a long hallway though? Yes, there is running. Yes, sir.
It'll be nice to see some friendly faces this time.
The Nexus runs a support crew. Just enough.
Let me put on subtitles for you guys. Where would that be? There we go, guys. Subtitles have been enabled in case you can't hear it, you know?
Means we can start waking our people up.
They built a bar, right? Gotta have champagne for the welcome party.
Apparently. I mean...
After what we've been through, I could use a buzz.
I mean...
Yeah.
I guess.
Rough ride so far.
We'll bounce back. Real food and a shower are just ahead.
Well, that's a good start, I feel like. We shouldn't be jumping ahead to partying, but hey, you know, maybe some food in the shower will be good right now, right? Right?
I don't see any champagne.
Or food.
Where is everybody?
Why am I like a little bit worried now?
Well, this...
What's this?
The Nexus, gateway to Andromeda. I'm Avina, a virtual intelligence designed to assist you with immigration.
Can you tell us where the welcome party is hiding?
I'm sorry. My code is limited to information and simple interaction simulations. Please
Well, that doesn't help.
the following pre-programmed responses.
What is the Nexus?
The Nexus serves as the central hub for the Andromeda Initiative's colonization efforts. It is the first destination for all colonists upon their arrival in the new galaxy. Please enjoy the many venues the Nexus has to offer. As the station expands, it will one day serve as the seat of government for Milky Way colonists.
That would be pretty
Providing a
cool.
safe, stable, and prosperous environment is our primary goal.
Okay.
Not from the looks of it.
Well, yeah, I mean, where the heck is everybody? Alright, let's talk about the Andromeda galaxy.
Here in Andromeda, you are over 2 million light years away from the Milky Way galaxy.
That's pretty far.
This
Like,
is the furthest
very
any
far.
life form has ever traveled outside our home system, making you a brave pioneer indeed. The
Well,
nexus
thank you.
itself is located in a region known as the Helios Cluster. Here, you and thousands of your fellow colonists will fulfill your dreams of settling a new home. Fortune awaits.
Fortune? How about just discovery or adventure?
Where do colonists live?
Once you've cleared immigration, our helpful staff will assist you in choosing the home world of your dreams.
Well, that's
Will it be the tropical
like the
paradise
condo
of
of your
Habitat
dreams.
7, the gentle rolling hills of Habitat 3, or perhaps the mysterious twilight world of Habitat 5. Whichever you choose, rest assured our Pathfinders have carefully vetted all colony worlds to ensure your security and prosperity.
This pre-program thing is
Habitat 7.
pretty good.
That's where we landed. She's way out of date.
Yeah, it's true. What's the current year?
What year is it?
The current year is 2819.
Oh my god.
Spending over 600 years in stasis, it's normal to feel disoriented or confused upon arrival. Our helpful medical staff can assist with any physical or psychological after effects you may be experiencing.
Well, she's got the date right, at least.
So where is everyone?
Oh, let's
How
keep
does the
asking.
immigration process work?
You know, let's ask
We
that.
ask that you submit to a brief medical exam to ensure your health and well-being after making such a long journey. Once you've been cleared, our colonization experts will assist you in finding your new home.
Okay.
Please be mindful of the queue. Thousands of eager colonists like you are waiting to begin their new life in Andromeda.
Where are they then?
Where? Place is deserted.
People, man. Where are the people?
That's all.
It has been my pleasure. Please see one of our helpful immigration staff for further assistance.
If you could point me in the right direction, that would help.
Andromeda, where the brightest star is you.
Well,
Current
that's a
date
nice.
for immigration processing is unknown error.
No duh.
That was helpful.
No duh. Well, at least we learned some information. Hold on one sec, guys. Gotta do something real quick. But I mean, like, come on. That wasn't that helpful, was it? Was it? Alright, sorry I had you waiting. No, that sucks, but I try not to have you waiting. But we are back. Okay.
Plants are still alive.
Sometimes I gotta step away. And it sucks. But I mean, we all have to pee at times and
It's
stuff like that,
they
right?
didn't finish building it.
Yeah, I know, right? Where are all the people? And it doesn't look like this place has been seen in like years.
Hello?
Huh. I'm getting closer to something.
Maybe he's got champagne.
Hey, you! You know anything?
Hi there. We're from Ark Hyperion, and wondering where everybody went.
Did he hear you?
Did you say an Ark?
Is that I did?
Yeah, we just got it.
And for what it's worth, your VI over there could use an update.
But we thought you were all dead.
Really?
What?
Or captured, or lost in dark space, or... But you're here. You have no idea how much this means.
What does it mean?
I'm Tyrion
What's up?
Tactics. I lead our militia on the Nexus.
What's up?
I'm Ryder. This is Cora Harper and William Costa, part of the Pathfinder team.
I'm sorry for the confusion. Our sensors told us an Ark had arrived, but Helios is notorious for scrambling equipment. We thought you were just another malfunction.
Why is that?
But aren't you expecting us?
You're the first Ark we've seen. After a year of waiting and no sign of the others, we shuttered this area and stopped looking.
Wow.
Stranded for a whole year?
Longer. I'll fill you in on the way to Op Center.
Okay, well things have gone unexpectedly.
Everything that could go wrong with our plan has.
Well, that's not good.
We arrived 14 months ago. Right away, we hit a band of dark energy that knocked us off course.
That's it.
A lot of people died. No
Wow.
power, no food. The chaos went on for months. It finally led to armed rebellion. When order
Wow.
was restored, the insurgents were banished. Exiles, we call them.
Are things back to normal?
Not even close. But you're here now, so maybe the worst is over.
No
Well,
word
that's
from
good
the other
news.
Pathfinders?
No word from anyone, period.
Well, that's not good.
We're here.
You guys go ahead. I'll check out the security situation.
You should know our command structure has been fractured. Some of us are filling in for leaders who died.
That's not good.
Is it true?
They said drop everything and report for duty.
And no one was expecting an Ark to finally show up.
Docking procedures are going
Wow.
across the board.
Stand by to merge Hyperion power into the grid.
The crew of the Hyperion.
Director who? Good luck.
I'm Jaren Tan, director of the initiative. You have no idea how much your arrival means to us.
Not as much as it means to us. We had one hell of a time getting here. Nice to see some friendly faces.
Yeah,
Hungry
man.
faces. Any supplies you can spare would be appreciated.
This is Foster Addison. She oversees colonial affairs.
Okay.
Where's the Pathfinder?
You're looking at him.
You're not Alec Ryder.
My father's dead. He made me his successor.
Alec is dead. Please understand, the entire initiative is at risk. None of the Golden
Wow.
Worlds panned out. They're a bust, and there's been no word from the other arcs.
What happened to them?
Unknown. Our supplies are nearly depleted. Rationing bought us some time, but even that's running out.
That's not good. We need supplies then, bro. We gotta go
We need
get
to
some.
Find more resources, but that takes people, and we can't wake them up.
Until they have somewhere to live.
Yeah.
A golden world.
Now more than ever, we need a Pathfinder.
It now falls to you, Ryder. Are you up to the task?
Well, we came a long ways for nothing if I'm not.
We'll all die if you're not.
That's no way to treat a guest. I'm Nak Morkesh, superintendent of this station. Hope they haven't scared you off already.
It's nothing personal, but now isn't the time for on-the-job training.
I mean, yeah,
At
they
least the
need someone
Pathfinder
with
here
knowing what
seems
they're doing
willing to
now.
try. We could use a fresh perspective.
You've heard my concerns. I'll leave you to it.
Alright, we'll give it the best we can.
We're all feeling the pressure. Let's have a private word in my office, Ryder. We'll discuss giving you a scout ship. I'm happy
That's
to work
good.
out the details with your associate.
Welcome to the Nexus.
Thank you for standing up for me there.
Hope's in short supply here. what little we can find should have a chance.
Ma'am, the Hyperion's core is now online.
That's good
Let me show
news.
you something.
Oh, what's up?
An hour ago, that was all dark. But with the power from your ship, you're keeping the lights on. You have my vote.
That helps a lot.
And when the power runs out?
You'd best go talk to Director Tan. Make sure that doesn't happen. And don't be shy.
Yeah.
Come see me when you have a chance.
Okay. So I got some more talking to do. Receive an objective. Press options to view your journal. Alright. Okay. Addison. So you can go talk to some people around. I want to go see what Tan wants first. And I'll talk to people if I get a chance.
This is the planet where we landed. Habitat 7. It wasn't even close to livable.
That's been true of every world we've found.
Wow.
Ryder, we were discussing your next expedition.
Good. I was starting to wonder who was in charge around here.
Director Addison is entitled to her opinion, and mine overrules hers.
Does she know that?
I oversee the entire initiative, and I have decided to give you a chance to prove yourself. To that end, the Scourge dealt us a serious blow. Whatever
Wow.
it is, our scientists theorize it's not natural.
What do you mean
An
it's not
artificial
natural?
energy cloud?
It wasn't here when we left the Milky Way, yet it rendered all the golden worlds unlivable. Then there's the aliens you ran into, the Ket. They're obsessed with alien structures we found scattered around the cluster. They'll
This
do
is
anything to
interesting.
prevent others from accessing them. It seems murder isn't exclusive to the Milky Way. And now the challenge is to settle a world in spite of all that. This one here. Eos.
How?
You need to increase the viability of the planet so we can establish an outpost. Then we can bring more colonists out of stasis.
That would be
The more
good.
colonists we have, the more resources we can gather to support the Nexus. Everything depends on it. There are 6 worlds we hope to settle.
Okay. But you said every planet you found is unlivable.
So how do yeah.
A good Pathfinder would relish the challenge of solving it.
Right. I think I should go check on things.
This is gonna be
And if I
interesting.
fail, I guess it's no sweat off your back, right? You'll just look for another Pathfinder?
Placing bets on people is part of my job. Some of them pay off. Others...
Just point me to my ship and I'll be out of here.
They're prepping it now in the docking bay.
Okay, that's good.
Coordinates for Eos will be in the computer. And when you have a moment, we should discuss the missing arcs.
The missing
I was wondering
arc.
about that. Ah!
Wow, he didn't even touch his head. That was funny.
Ryder, Casey needs Samuel on the Hyperion. Your implant needs attention, and we need to discuss a confidential matter.
No.
Okay.
I'm fine.
Alright, so first let me speak to this guy real
Ryder, you have my condolences for your father.
I appreciate
Thanks.
it.
I didn't know him very well, although I understand he played a key role in planning the initiative. I'm sure he'd be concerned that we still have several arcs missing.
What happened to them?
Where they went?
Nothing certain, but tens of thousands of colonists are unaccounted for. It paints the initiative in an unflattering light.
That's
Did you have some
quite
other
worrisome. Let's see.
What more can you tell me about the initiative?
Yeah.
It represents the greatest migration ever attempted. No one had ventured beyond the Milky Way before. We've all left home in search of freedom, fortune, perhaps a new beginning. We are the bravest souls each species has to offer. I hope the Nexus will serve as the seat of government for us all.
Hopefully. What are your motivations for
Why do you think
coming?
most people came?
There
And
are
others.
thousands of reasons, one for every colonist here. What does any pilgrim seek? Usually, happiness, finding the thing that eludes them, the thing to fulfill them. While we cannot promise they will find it, we can facilitate the search.
That's an interesting way of putting it. Alien species on Nexus, initiative origins.
What do you know about the early days of the initiative?
As most everyone knows, Jean Garson's vision made it happen. She was an entrepreneur on Earth, wealthy, young for a human. Garson had the idea for the initiative in the early 2170s, I believe. Many thought leaving the Milky Way was impossible. But she persevered. And as with most great ideas, the doubters were wrong.
Ah, I like that. The doubters were wrong. Okay, alien
It looks
species.
like a melting pot around here.
Yeah, that's
The
cool.
Nexus is home to several initiative species. Many came ahead of the Arks. The hope is that this station will one day serve as the governing body in Andromeda.
That would
Though I'm not
be
sure what they
awesome.
were thinking, lumping Krogan into the mix. As a Solarian, my kind tend to have a low opinion of them. Nothing I've seen here has changed that.
Why don't you like the Krogan?
It's
'Cause they
common
fight.
knowledge that they are a violent,
Yeah.
ignorant species. Long ago, they waged nuclear war on one another. Their planet was decimated. My people tried to uplift them, but the Krogan could never tame their worst instincts.
They
What if
like to
bring their
fight.
tempers to Andromeda? We'll all be dead.
True. Oh my god. So many more questions.
Any more information you can give me on the missing Arks?
No, and that is the distressing part.
It really
the
is.
Asari, Turian, and Solarian Arks are completely unaccounted for.
Wow,
If
that's
they
a
had
lot
the
of
same
people.
problems with the Scourge that we did, I fear the worst. Should you find any clues, please investigate. Without the other Arks, the promise of the Initiative can never be fulfilled.
Additional arcs.
Are there any other Arks we should expect?
We had hoped Quarians would be part of the first wave, but before departure in 2185, we got word they had technical problems with their ship. It
Quarians.
seems they're also bringing along Drell, Hanar, and other species as well.
Well, that would
Managing
be
all of their
awesome.
biological needs caused complications. We won't see them for some time to come.
Well, that's unfortunate. Planet viability.
What do I need to consider in making a planet viable?
Assuming the planet supports life, an outpost is critical. People like a roof over their heads, and you'll want to eliminate any hostile threats. Whether that's
That's
the
true,
cat
too.
or other terrors lurking in Helios, colonists being murdered on sight can be discouraging.
A little more than
scouting
discouraging.
terrain is a priority for any Pathfinder. And don't forget forward stations. You'll want those.
Forward stations.
What can you tell me about forward stations?
I was afraid you'd ask. It's mostly what the engineers tell me. A forward station allows mining, equipment repairs, and resupply for field teams. I mean, who wouldn't want that? But seeing as how every colonization effort has failed, it's just theory at the moment. You get to test it out, Ryder.
Well, I mean, it's not the worst news. So what's been having? Why have we having problems?
Publicly, I would say we're more than up for the challenge. Privately, I can tell you
It's been
a disaster. The Scourge killed hundreds, many of them our senior leadership.
That's not good.
The founder of the initiative, Jean Garson, is dead.
How'd she die?
How did Jean Garson die?
With the rest of the leadership, when the Nexus hit the Scourge, a large wing of stasis pods was destroyed. They were killed instantly. These people traveled 600 years and died before they even woke up.
Wow.
Jean Garson never glimpsed Helios. She never saw her vision realized.
Wow.
Candace mentioned something about hitting the Scourge. How did it play out?
Criminal elements took advantage of the emergency and preyed on people's fears. An uprising followed. We had no choice but to turn to the Krogan to deal with them. They crushed the mutiny and the criminals were banished.
Well, I mean, that did help.
Exiles, we call them. I doubt we've heard the last of them. They're led by an outlaw, Sloane Kelly. She used to be one of ours.
Why is she fighting then?
Who is this Sloane Kelly?
Yeah, what are her
She was
motives
head
and
of
stuff?
security on the Nexus. She opposed the uprising at first, but eventually turned traitor and joined them. Misguided sympathy for the plight of the common citizen? Nonsense. They posed a direct threat to our existence.
That's not good.
There don't seem to be many Krogan around.
Good riddance. The Krogan demanded a
Wow.
greater say in political
Wow.
matters. The last place you want them involved. They're muscle, nothing more. Good for fighting and lifting heavy objects. When they didn't get what they wanted, they left.
As director of the initiative, are you in charge around here or what?
If the others would allow me, they don't see me as the rightful successor.
Why the doubt?
What's their problem with you?
I am not Gian Garson. Our founder was charismatic, eccentric, larger than life. Traits I cannot hope to mimic. She and her inner circle perished in the Scourge, some at the hands of the Exiles, some never made it out of stasis. I was deputy assistant for revenue management. Then all 7 leaders above me died. I was next in line for the role.
Revenue management? Like money?
You're an accountant?
Don't let that fool you. We are all capable of more than we know. When I was young, I was fascinated by the idea of exploring space. Life had its detours and I went a different direction. Then I heard about the initiative and saw my chance to try the path not taken. While I may
That's a
not be
good
setting
thing
foot on
to-
new worlds, my authority can ensure that you do.
Well, at least he's trying a lot.
Sorry.
That's good news.
So how does anything get done?
In theory, Kesh handles the Nexus's physical operations, Kandros runs the militia, and Addison manages colonial affairs. I oversee all of it. In practice, we argue, debate, and yell at each other until a decision is made. If we're lucky. It is maddening.
Wow. Alright, well, we've asked just about everything, so let's move on.
all. Thanks for your time.
I'm happy to help. You will find our futures depend on each other's success. Good luck.
Yeah, we all gotta bounce off each other, because if not, this could be really bad. Okay, so I know that was a really long conversation, guys. I mean, it really was, but I had so many questions, and guess what? I gotta speak to 3 more people. Oh my goodness. Well, I mean, it's interesting, but like, you know. Okay, so where am I going? I actually don't know where I'm going. Where am I going? Isn't there somebody up here?
Alright, moving on.
Alright, what happened?
To who?
To whom? And your goddamn father.
Well, that's mean.
Sorry, my face is tired from dealing with everything. And right now, I just want to know what happened with Alec.
In the moment, it saved my life. But it seems my father meant for me to get the role eventually.
It isn't hereditary. If we wanted an inbred monarchy, we could have left half our gene stock back home. Not home. The Milky Way. This is home. This mess. We don't have a lot of options, Ryder. Maybe you'll prove your father right. After 14 months of failed colonization, forgive me if I don't hold my breath.
Well, you don't have to be so mean.
You called my father Alec. No one does that.
A lot of us joined the initiative because of his vision. What he shared of it, anyway.
Were you friends? Or...
I'm not your new mother, if that's what you're asking. Or his friend. He hated that I didn't use his title. But no one's a pathfinder until they've path-found something.
Wow,
Much like
she's
a
so
colonial
mean.
director without colonies.
There must be some kind of plan for encountering hostile aliens. We can't have been that naive.
We expected life, not an enemy that refuses to talk. They don't attack, they disinfect. We're nothing until we're bacteria. Sorry, 14 months and you stoop to poetry. That's how bad it is. Talk to Kandros if you haven't. He's unfortunately become the head of our military. And as soon as he realizes it, we're in the shit.
You don't trust him?
Wow.
I trust him to defend us. I do not trust a rising military influence in a supposedly civilian initiative.
Yeah,
We
we're...
came here to make history, Ryder, not repeat it.
That's true.
Goddamn poetry.
How do you fit into the Nexus leadership?
I oversee the actual settlement effort. As the number of outposts is currently less than ideal, my influence is limited. As Tan is quick to remind me. Left a perfectly adequate career as a chief officer. Provincial capital, too. Only a new galaxy could pull me away. And here we are, idling.
Wow.
There's also the strange technology.
Has anyone studied it? Yeah, I've seen
We've
the...
tried. Not me. The brains in research. They're supposed to know their business. The current excuse? The tech we dug up on Mars was more advanced, but it was plug and go. The tech here thinks different? I don't know. We've mostly avoided it. And from what the Hyperion logs say about Alec, maybe that's good.
You've had no colony successes in over a year. How many tries is that?
Less than you'd think. The Scourge, spoiled worlds, exiles, hostiles.
Doesn't sound like anything good.
We can't just plop down an outpost and expect picket fences. We need the Pathfinder and Sam to scout, evaluate, and inspire. The initiative promised a goal. Andromeda has not cooperated.
I mean, yeah, you got aliens attacking and stuff.
Utopian horseshit. Colonies that produce and support each other. The Nexus a citadel, not headed by Tan, or even me.
Okay.
Excuse me, Director Addison.
Ryder?
It's Pathfinder.
Ryder, we're starving here. If we don't get a foundation of outposts to feed the initiative, we might as well be 600 years dead. Alec promised a lot. None of it panned out. That's what you're up against. Why people won't trust you. Why I don't trust you. Prove me wrong.
I will try, I guess. She is quite the tootie one. So basically what it sounds like is aliens, diseases, outlaws, all kinds of bad guys and bad stuff just preventing us. I mean, not good stuff. And how are we supposed to colonize if we're being attacked by literally everything? Oh, who are you? Speak with the distraught Turian. Okay, so you're the distraught Turian. Let me just...
What am I going to do?
I don't know.
It's not right. It's not fair.
What's not fair?
Wrong?
Oh my, you're... So it's true. A Pathfinder has found us. There's hope at last. Maybe
yes.
You can help. You're impartial. This whole thing has gotten so political. My husband, he's locked up and slated for exile for a crime he didn't commit.
What was the crime?
What exactly was he convicted of?
They don't exile you for petty theft. Well, maybe this bunch would. They say it's murder. They're calling him the first murderer in Andromeda, that the dead man was his friend. He wouldn't have. There are witnesses and evidence, but it's all circumstantial. At worst, it was an accident. His name is Nilken Rensis. He could give you the details if you were willing to speak with him. Please.
I'd be
of course.
happy.
Oh, thank you. I'm sure the jailer will allow you a visit.
Alright.
Please, tell Nilken I love him.
Alright, so we gotta find the prison guard or the apparent first murderer. Oh, this is datapad. Lieutenant, based on the status report 16C, it seems we're no closer to gaining a foothold in any sector without decent recon and greater intel on this enemy. I'm starting to think our efforts are futile. The risk involved in continued loss of resources and lives makes it hard to justify. With morale this low, we need to scale down expectations again. Kandros. Things are not looking good.
I know that look. The others bent your ear, did they?
Something like that?
Yeah.
You get used to it. Just focus on being a Pathfinder. Can't argue with results, though they'll try. Anyway, welcome to Militia HQ. Excuse the mess. This office fields militia work, Nexus security, and looking for the Turian Ark.
What's the word on the Turian Ark?
Yeah.
Scatter readings. Some indicate the Natanus was destroyed, others that people are alive.
Who knows, yeah.
Who knows? If you need anything, come see me, even if it's just a vent.
Even if it's just a vent. I love it.
You talk like you weren't part of the leadership. How did you end up commanding the militia?
I was escorting a prospecting team on some moon when those Ket found us.
Not
They
good.
penned us like cattle for experiments. I managed to get loose, snatched a gun, and freed the others. By the time we killed the bastards and headed back to warn the Nexus, everyone looked at me like I was in charge.
That
What?
sounds familiar.
The militia grew from there. Funny, once the heat is on, all kinds of people rise to the top.
Turian welfare coming to Andromeda. The Ket. Yeah, let's learn about the Ket.
What do you
Who
know
are
about
these
the
people?
enemies we've encountered? The Ket.
We usually see them on worlds with those alien structures. The
Yeah.
Ket don't take kindly to anyone studying them. Not sure why. They don't talk to us. Every time we cross paths, there's a fight or they take prisoners.
Why? What do they want?
That's
No one
the
knows.
big question, isn't
But
it?
I've seen their weaponry and what they do to those prisoners. I want them a long, long way from the Nexus.
Yeah, I could understand that.
What brought you out here to Andromeda?
I was tired of being the good one.
The good one?
Yeah, what's the good
Andros
one?
family is old military. There were expectations, you know? Then my sister became a sculptor and cousin Irene went pirate on Omega. Everyone was proud that I stayed in service. But I kept wondering, when do I get my adventure? Jen Garson's dream was so grand, so gutsy, I had to be part of it.
I understand that.
Are the other Turians managing okay?
So. We're not good at sitting around in a crisis. Service before self gets drummed into us at boot camp. That's probably why so many of us are in the militia. We like to earn our citizenship, whatever galaxy we're in.
That's kind of a good model. Yeah, I mean, you want to find the rest of your people.
I might need backup, if you can spare the people.
I have strike teams specializing in assault and extraction. If you need serious firepower, my Apex teams have you covered.
That's some good news.
I could give you authority to dispatch them. It'll cut down their response time.
Thank you.
Our current ops are on the terminal. See if there's anything that could use a shot where it counts.
Okay.
Bye, Andros. Any calls?
You and me both, Pathfinder.
I like him. All about business. Strike team missions.
This console reports on the militia's current strike team missions, Pathfinder.
That's
Please
good.
speak with Tyrian Counters for authorization to participate.
It's on the Nexus or via the Tempest's. Okay, so I will. Hold on.
That's the console for our strike teams.
Okay.
What are they?
Assault and extraction squads. When we need the best, I have Apex. Combat experts who've signed up to defend us. Since you have a front row view of the cluster, I can give you authority to dispatch them.
I'll deploy your people carefully, Andros.
Appreciate that, Ryder. But trust me, Apex can handle themselves.
That's good news.
Authorization complete. Good luck out there.
Okay, so we have authorization for backup, which is good. Oh, inspect available strike team missions. Okay, I will. Okay, Apex mission. Strike teams can be assigned missions to support the initiative. Okay. Drax missing scouts. Recover supplies. You know what? I'll do this one. Alright. So you could actually do them in multiplayer, guys, too. So, like, if you want to go actually participate in that team, that mission, you can just hit the hold to do it with multiplayer. Who is this guy? Professor Herrick.
I still reckon I had breathing here.
You must be the Pathfinder. Wonderful. You and your Sam are exactly what we need.
That's good news.
Mr.
Professor Herrick. My colleagues and I will work with your Sam and the data you gather to solve Andromeda's scientific mysteries.
What fields do you study?
Herrick's into life sciences. I do planetary geology, oceanography, rocks and runoff. Aradana's the space and mathways.
That's good
Not that we've had much to study, with everyone cooped up for 14 months.
Yeah.
But your data on the Scourge flows like poetry. Now we can better advise on repairing the damage it caused.
And maybe Addison will give us a real workspace. Who can think with all this racket?
That's true too. Okay. Speak with the scientist. I've almost spoken with everybody that I wanted me to on the side. The only one I haven't spoken to is Kesh, but I don't really know where she is, so. Found her.
There you are. Hope the others haven't been giving you a hard time. There's a lot that needs doing.
Yeah,
At
you
least
ain't
with the
kidding.
Hyperion hooked up and feeding us power, my team and I can get more work done.
What kind of work do you do as superintendent?
I was part of the team that originally designed and built this place.
That's
I
cool.
keep the station functional, or as functional as possible, considering.
That's true.
When we left the Milky Way,
Oh, yeah.
the Krogan were still dealing with the genophage.
Right. The genophage. A little gift to our people from the Solarians thousands of years ago. That sterility virus they infected us with left most of our children stillborn. Only 1 in 1,000 survive.
Wow.
What about the Krogan here in Andromeda?
There's no cure for it. But my clan was starting to show a mutation against the virus. A natural defense.
That's good
During
news.
the trip to get here, Krogan underwent gene therapies to enhance the mutation while we were in stasis.
So you used those 600 years to your advantage. Gave the adaptation more time to develop.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's still early, but I think we made a dent.
That's good
Our
news.
scientists say we've improved viability to almost 4%, which is a lot better than what we had. Beyond all the statistics, it means more Krogan children will live. It's the only way my people have a future out here.
That's good.
No wonder your people have such a problem with Solarians.
Some wounds never heal. Not that my ancestors didn't provoke it. They did try to conquer the galaxy. The Solarians were forced to respond. And it's not fair to blame it all on them either. The Solarians developed the virus, but it was the Turians who deployed it. I'm hoping that's all in the past. Plenty of blame to go around.
Yeah, it's like everyone
Andromeda is about
participated.
new beginnings. My people need that more than most.
Yeah.
What sort of problems have you seen on the Nexus?
Situation's gone to shit pretty much up. There's arcs missing. Some idiots tried to mutiny and take over, then more idiots offended my clan, so they left. And to top it all off, the founder of the initiative, Gian Garson, was killed.
But I thought the Hyperion had it bad when we arrived. Anything else?
The outposts aren't happening because we don't have resources or people, so Addison's more uptight than ever.
Yep.
And let's not forget how badly the station was damaged on arrival. But that's a detail, according to some. My team and I are repairing what we can. If we don't get materials soon, things will go downhill. Fast.
Yep. So where are the
I noticed there
Krogan?
aren't a lot of Krogan around.
Tan. Ask him why most of my people left. He'll have opinions. I can tell you this much. When the mutiny happened, a deal was made. My clan were supposed to settle matters and, in return, get more say in the initiative.
Oh, I remember he mentioned that, yeah.
Did the deal go through?
No.
The clan held up their part, but Tan had a meltdown when he found out we wanted more say around here.
Yeah.
Then Addison's assistant, Spender, pretended he never made the deal in the first place. It was a mess, but I don't blame my people for walking out. We're done being used.
Why are you still here
With
then?
your clan gone, why did you stay?
It's complicated. The station and my clan both need me here.
Interesting.
Nothing more for now.
Later.
Interesting. That got really interesting. Alright, so I talked to everybody. I think I gotta go speak to with Sam on the Hyperion, which I don't even know the direction I'm going for that, but alright, so it seems like it's this way. Speak with Engineer Patil. Engineer in trouble.
Hey, you okay? I'm fine. My arms got the brunt of it.
Stuff exploding like this happen often?
Back right after the mutiny, we had a lot of this happening. But not lately.
That's
I
not
wasn't
good.
there during the mutiny.
Lucky. I thought we were done with this, honestly. That maybe I was just being paranoid.
You know what they say. It's not paranoia.
If someone is out to get you, yeah. Third time this week. It's getting worse. First one was small stuff. This one could have hurt bad if I'd been closer.
That's not good. Sorry, understatement.
Yeah. And now I have more repairs.
Did you talk to security about this?
How can I? For all I know, someone in security is the one doing this. I've scanned all the potential sabotage areas I can think of. But I don't know who to trust anymore.
Sounds like a lot went down before the Hyperion docked.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess. Wait. That's it. You can't possibly be involved in this. You weren't even here during the mutiny. Would you, if you have time? Maybe you could help me. If they start hitting critical systems.
Of course.
Sure thing. What can I do?
If you could scan these other panels while I fix this one, that'd really help. I've sent the locations to your Omni tool. Just send me the data when you're done.
Okay, well that seems very important because someone could be sabotaging us now.
Find out why. Be careful.
Inventory, codex, journal. Okay, so this is the habitation deck, Nexus operations. The operations center. Speak with the first guy. Okay, so there's a few things to do around here. Okay, so I'm gonna do some of this stuff down here then. This episode is definitely gonna be on the longer side, guys. I'm pretty sure it already is, but that's just because there's a lot of talking to be done.
Help you. Pathfinder Ryder, here to see Nilk and Rensis.
Ah, our murderer. Wife's here all the time. Guess she told you her sob story. Nilk, you're moving up in the world. There's a Pathfinder wanted to chat with you.
Pathfinder, huh? They called in the big guns to exile Andromeda's first murderer.
I'm not here to exile you. Told your wife I'd look into things.
At this point, it's too late. They found me guilty.
Why don't you tell me what happened?
Yeah. Why don't you?
Colony on Eos.
Okay.
On our last legs. Overrun by hostiles. Our leader dead. The security chief, Reynolds, my friend, he refused to call for evacuation. I argued with him. Everyone saw.
Last I checked, getting into a spat wasn't against the law.
There's more.
What's
he
up?
ordered us to regroup and counterattack. We were moving through a sandstorm. I saw movement. Thought it was the Ket and... I guess I panicked and fired. Witness saw the chief's chest explode.
Oh yeah.
I'm so sorry. That's awful.
We were close. He was a stubborn son of... I admired that about him. But I was enraged when we argued. There's a recording. It's ugly. Everyone's certain I did it on purpose so we could evacuate. Only my word otherwise.
I'll check out the evidence. Maybe something doesn't add up.
It'd be nice to have someone with an open mind looking at it. You're a Pathfinder. I'm sure Kandros would give you access. Maybe there's still hope.
Interesting. Alright, so I'll check more about that later. There's an arms merchant shop. Wait a minute, I can buy weapons, can I? It's only the small price of you can't afford it. Alright, but there's some good stuff here. Like this, the ultra rare shotgun. So there's more back here from right. But, oh yeah, how do I scan again? The damage done to this site was caused by a direct what? Okay, check out the operation site, check out the Pathfinder site. Okay, well, I think there's more over here. Hey, the security footage here. Alright guys, if you want to read that, just pause. Going nice and slow. Okay. I mean, I will do a lot of reading in this game because I have so many questions, but as of right now, I'm trying to speed things up because this episode's quite long without a lot of action, just a lot of talking.
Pathfinder, to cover their tracks, the saboteur is overloading power to this panel from another junction relay. You can scan and trace the connective wiring to locate the surrogate panel.
Okay, I'm tracing. I would have to go up, wouldn't I? Let me see. Okay, so up this way. Keep going forward. Alright,
Scanning power junction relays. This panel is malfunctioning. Without more data, I cannot determine if this is a normal malfunction or sabotage.
I'll just disable power to the panel until Raj can check it out.
Alright, so where is he? Maybe he could find out more about this.
Uploading new analyses.
Hello.
I'm Jan Garson, founder of the initiative. It's through your hard work that the vision of the Nexus has come to life. You and all your colleagues bind our proud new colonies together. Look around at your achievements. And if you have any questions, my door is always open.
Founder Garson's office is located at Workspace Not Allocated. Please select a topic.
My employee data, viability status, staff directory, Nexus status. Okay, none of that's too important. It's kind of just getting to know the place, I guess. Okay, how do I check the map again? Okay, so over here we have Kish's office, arms merchant, speak with Kandos, escape the Pathfinder. Okay, that's what I want to find out. Like, is someone sabotaging us, guys? What do you think? Before we find out, what do you think, guys? Do you think someone's sabotaging? I think it's very possible that someone's sabotaging.
Scan and trace the wiring to locate the panel that the saboteur used.
Okay, working on it. Must be the other way then. Hold on. I think it's up here. Yeah, I see a panel.
I received the data from Sam. It really is sabotage.
Any idea as to who it might be?
Yeah. All these panels were worked on by Zara. I just can't believe it.
Security video logs confirm that Zara Kellis worked on these panels, as well as the one large Patil encountered.
Really? Aha!
Shit. Any idea where she is now?
Kellis is currently working on a panel on the Hyperion main deck.
Where is that? Well, I just gotta find someone looking like they're working on a panel, I guess. Let's take a look. That's operations. Okay, so I need to move away from here so I can see where I'm going. Guys, let me know if there's a way to get the map quicker, because I'm not sure. Where is she? I gotta find this chick, because she's sabotaging, but at the same time I don't know where she is, so... Let me go speak to this guy about the murder, I guess? And then I gotta actually find where my main mission is. So... God.
No news on the Turian Ark yet? Or is this militia business?
I spoke with Nilk and Rensis, the man found guilty of the murder on Eos.
Yes, our first murder here in Andromeda. I wish it had been our last. When the colony attempts failed, it didn't help spirits that a high-ranking officer was killed by one of our own. The mutiny here on Nexus was probably inevitable, but this acted as a spark.
So there was a trial, and he was found guilty?
It was short and decisive. Despite the lack of physical evidence, everything added up. His only defense was, trust me, I didn't mean to do it.
And you didn't trust him? That matters.
And you assume he's lying?
What's a lie to a murderer? Look, knock yourself out. A key witness, Cassidy Shaw, works in operations. Go ahead and talk to her. And there's a recording of the perpetrator threatening the victim. I'll let you cue it up on the console there. As far as I'm concerned, this case is closed.
Okay.
Bye, Kandros. Duty calls.
You and me both, Pathfinder.
The interesting thing is like, you know, I gotta hear both sides of the story, you know, things like that. Optional playback. Okay, so the recording's right around the corner.
The Nexus versus colonist Nilkin, evidence 7A.
Okay.
Hiram! If she's the compound
about? Call for evacuation! We're not giving up, Nilkin. We're taking it back. No, I'm not letting your ego get us killed, even if I have to... No, get him off me! Get him off me!
Yeah, that doesn't look good. That does not look good for him, guys. Alright guys, so with all that being said, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Mass Effect Andromeda. I know it was a lot of, you know, talking, but there was a lot of interesting questions to be had. So with that, I hope you enjoyed, and keep on being great Games Armada, and game on!